Alright, folks, welcome to another video. I am GeoDubz, and today we are playing the daily challenge for May 30th, 2021. Yesterday's score, I know it says 5/30, 2021 here. That's the date that I played it, which is today's date, but the challenge itself was yesterday's. So the two videos were basically recorded a few hours apart. I'm hoping to beat this score. I made a couple of dumb guesses in the other one, and there was just one time when I made the right guess in the beginning and then I changed it last minute and should have trusted my intuition. But that's just the name of this game. Let's hope for a better result today. So, 3 minutes per round, as usual. These settings are set by GeoGuessr themselves. So, now let's look for. Well, we have clues. We have clues for sure. We can sort of figure out, at the very least, which part of the world is this not. This looks to be somewhat old footage. I see a yellow license plate, which is... Oh, sorry about that. Movistar. I know that's a provider in Mexico, and I did think Mexico right off the bat. However, I have seen places that look somewhat like this in Bolivia. These yellow license plates, I have seen ones like that in Bolivia. In Mexico, all the license plates vary by state, and sometimes they're even different sizes, slightly, but different nonetheless. Whew. See, yeah, I have nothing conclusive just yet. However, I see a lot of these Toyota station wagons, specifically in Bolivia, being used as taxis. In fact, a lot of them are imported from Japan, and then there's a conversion that's done on them where they basically swap the dashboard and the steering to go from right-hand drive to left-hand drive. Now, I am thinking this is Bolivia for sure because these hats traditionally are worn by women in Bolivia. However, I have also seen similar ones in Peru. Now, can we get a good look at this license plate? Is that say Peru? Like, is that a PE right there? Just so I'm not covering it with this like the highlight of the. Okay, well, excuse me. We are in a place that is significant enough. Palacio Municipal San Miguel. You know what? I think we should have a look at the map at this point because I think we've seen enough clues. There's less than a minute left as well. I am more inclined towards Peru. Bolivia looks slightly different in my experience. I'm going to make the map a little bit smaller. And it doesn't feel necessarily like Lima. I have gotten rounds in Lima before, and Lima is quite a bit more urban. I want to say maybe like closer to here. I don't know. We do have mountains. They aren't, there isn't anything that's super duper visible here, but San Miguel, is that like a province of Peru? Uh-oh, 8 seconds left. All right. I think we're okay over here, although of course it could be further up north. Let's see. It was further up north. It was further up north. So I think the lesson here is to look around on the map a little bit sooner. Honestly, I was pretty fascinated just by the landscape itself, so I get distracted very easily in this game and in real life in general. No big deal. Let's continue. English. Canada? Or southwestern slash mountainous US? Or something different entirely? Green Giant. Are those strictly American companies? I'm thinking this is the United States at the moment, but anything is possible. Hmm. A lot of states in the US have their own like backdrop symbols for highway numbers. And I don't necessarily recognize that one. Let me see if there's anything else here. Vantage, Moses Lake, Pullman. Okay. I think we are definitely somewhere North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming area, maybe Nebraska. Let's have a quick look and look for maybe 26. I'm thinking more South Dakota, North Dakota. Okay, no, it's straight up Canada. A little bit under 2 minutes on the clock here. I think we need a little bit more clues. I think it is possible to get a state name here, to be honest. I don't quite recognize the license plates, and this part of the US does not come up in games very often, so I haven't actually had a chance to learn them. But with time, with experience, you know, I don't need to tell you. You know how it goes. Now, hold on a second. Wikipedia. Hmm. Rural mixed with industrial. I really, really would be interested. Moses Lake and Pullman. Like, lakes. Would Moses Lake be a big lake? I don't know. 1 minute left. At least I see an American flag, but I kind of figured out this wasn't Canada. Oh, yeah, All American Propane. Okay, we're not in Louisiana, even though it says Louisiana. Adams Company Fairgrounds. Oh boy. Okay. We really got to pick up the pace here a little bit. I'm going to go back to where we started, I think. I'm going to go the other direction. I believe that's where we came from. And at the moment, there is a Lake Traverse Reservation. Did I see? I think I saw Lake Traverse earlier, but I could just be making that up. I could have just seen it on the map and thought that. Uh, these are not interstates. Okay, 9 seconds left. I'm putting it down South Dakota, maybe a little bit higher, like up there. So in case it's North Dakota or Wyoming, it's not that bad. It was, oh, well, I'll tell you, out of the states that were on my mind, Washington was definitely not one of them. We are in the kind of like southeast part of Washington. Uh, yeah, I guess I'll know for the future that basically that highway backdrop. It looks, from what I can tell from my perception here, uh, I wasn't sure what exactly this was. I now realize that it's a silhouette of George Washington. Washington State. George Washington. Hindsight is always 2020. Oh well. All right. Onwards. Yeah, this wasn't a great score either. I was really, really hoping that it would be at least like Montana, that it would be generous, but no, that's okay. Ooh. Okay, I have an idea. And the idea comes right away from the license plate on this Nissan. Now, you're thinking, well, it looks like European plates, like so many European countries, doesn't matter if they're in the EU or not, they have plates like this. Only a handful of countries have license plates where there is blue on the left and blue on the right. Most commonly, it's Italy. Sometimes you see it in Albania. However, this is not Albania. And then other times you see it in France, but I believe that's a slightly newer standard. I believe that we are in Italy, maybe France, because I did see a couple of. Oh my god, is that a? Oh no, I thought that was somebody stuck a Transformers badge, like a Decepticon or Autobot or whatever. Uh, let's okay, Rome. We're in Rome. I've been to this city before. I honestly should have recognized it. Will I know where to put the marker down? No. To be fair, I went in 2013 when I was much younger. So, okay, Rome. You know what? We have time. Let's at least. Now, was that a Vatican flag? Or do they just hang? Yeah, it probably is, but they probably just hang Vatican flags in, you know, around Rome anyway. Uh, is that Uruguay or Argentina? That's Argentina, right? It'd be embarrassing if I don't know that. Okay, focus. Focus, focus, hocus pocus. What building is this? The Piazza Vittorio Emanuele. Okay. It was a very exaggerated Italian accent. Oh, let's maybe look around the Vatican just because we saw a flag, even though I don't really know if that's anything conclusive. 1 minute left. We could probably get 5K on this. Let me just go back to the start one more time. Let's have a look what that bus is saying. Cincinnati. Yeah, that's right. No, I'm kidding. No idea what that says. I'm just going to look at the sort of direction of the roads, I guess. It's like kind of goes like north and then like west, so maybe like over here-ish, maybe over there's a pretty big roundabout. Hey, cacio e pepe, I know what that means. That's pasta recipe. You know, this is one of those ones where it literally like there's so many possible places where it could be. I already forgot what the name of the place is. It's like Emmanuel or something. So, oh, okay, I'll take it. I'm glad I decided to move a little bit away from the Vatican later on here, and I ended up placing the marker here. This is a guess that I'm very much satisfied with, even though it wasn't a 5K. Rome is a busy city, you know, it kind of is what it is. Let's continue. Second last round, 4 out of 5. Several things in mind here. Shouldn't be too hard to get. Thought maybe Russia. Doesn't seem quite Russian. And now actually that we see here, this letter E. It may look like an accent depending on how big of a screen you're seeing this on. It's actually just a dot, and that is notably a thing in Lithuania. I do not believe that I've seen it in Latvia. I believe in Latvia what they have is they have E or other vowels with a line over it, and the dots go under K. I don't know. I'm thinking a little too deep, but I am very much certain that it is Lithuania. This is a that's a stream, if anything. It's not really a river, so I won't really try to find that on the map, but just thinking about landscape, where could this be in Lithuania? We're not going to get a terrible score either way. Actually, I don't know. I don't know for sure. Lithuania is a somewhat small. Oh, there's a. Oh no, they fit. I thought they were all going the same direction, like that commercial with those trucks. And what's the guy's name? Jean-Claude Van Damme. I might be completely messing it up, but the guy who was like doing the splits on a bunch of trucks. Anyway. Oh, I accidentally grabbed OBS right there. Instead of moving my cursor over. In fact, you know what? I should probably just lock all of these. Can I find this? With a minute left. This is Norviliskes. I believe that's what it is. And I'm tempted to just stick it in the middle and call it a day, but that's not how I like to do things because, you know, low risk, low reward, right? I am a little bit more inclined to shoot. Oh, 50 seconds. There's still time. There's still time. This is not a big road, but a lot of Lithuania is rural from my understanding. This looks... Yeah, I can't really make any more assumptions here, but... Okay, at the very least, the road. This road that we just went on, that's very wooded. It's like what? It's like southwest? Could that be it? That's an option. I won't feel as bad knowing that at least I placed a guess somewhere somewhat reasonable. Now that is a little bit far away from the middle. I'm going to say we're probably going to be here. And you know what? With 10 seconds on the clock, I say we just go for it. And we were in an area of Lithuania that I've never gotten before. Not the best score, still decent. I'm not mad though because I've never gotten this little part of Lithuania that just juts out because, you know, as one could imagine, the it looks a little bit odd that these 2 points are so close together and that they have this going on here. But anyway, without getting too deep into it, it was right next to the border of Belarus. I've never been this close to the border. It's hard to tell when you're in a rural area and close to the border as well. If it's a city, it's a little bit different, but hey, we learned something new here as well. And last round. Now, this could actually be quite a bit easier. Now, there are way too many signs over here for us to not get at least somewhat close. I think we are in Indonesia. I could be wrong, but welcome to Dinas Pendidikan. I'm assuming SDN stands for subdivision. Subdivision number 121, Jaramba Bolong. Let's see if there is something in Indonesia called Jaramba Bolong. Oh, could be out here as well, although I don't usually get it in places like this. Yeah, let's explore a little bit further. I'm looking up here. Karingatan, Karena, Karingatan. It's repeating. I wonder if Paringatan is a place, and if that would be worth our while to look. The problem is, too, is that if I read some of these names, I'll look at the sign, and then I'll move away from it, and then I'll forget what it actually says. And, I mean, I could have, like, a notepad in front of me to write this stuff down. I don't really even think that would be considered cheating, so much as it would just be time-consuming. This game is a lot about intuition. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Of course, this could also be Malaysia and not Indonesia. But for some reason, I'm thinking this is more Indonesia than Malaysia. I don't know why. It's just I'm going off of the vibes here. Uh, Aside from vibes, actually, the other thing too is that I've noticed when I get Indonesia rounds, I see a lot more just white and red all over the place. And as an example, the sign that I was looking at in the beginning, it had like red letters and then white letters. Okay, and there's the actual Indonesia. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Secretariat Yayasan Amal Baroka, Indonesia. Will I find that? You know what? Not very likely. Do we at least know that we're in Indonesia? Yeah. I also, for some reason, I think we're on this island. Something tells me to stay here. Uh, shoot. Let's see if we can find 5 seconds left. I'm not gonna ask too much here. I just hope that it's a decent enough guess. And a decent enough guess for Indonesia for sure. Holy, okay. I'm very happy with that. I guess I'll know now that that sort of tropical landscape is this island. Of course, it could look like that elsewhere, but the vibes were on this time. The vibes were not off. We're in a place called Jambi. Uh, Nothing from the signs that I recall actually was helpful here. Jambi province or whatever the distinction is here, but hey, it was a good game. So that about wraps it up. We are gonna just have a quick look at the summary. 18,277. I really wish I had figured out that that silhouette on the signs was George Washington, because had I done that, would have at least gotten Washington State. I've never gotten this part of Washington State before. At least if I did, it was like near Spokane or like somewhere that had a lot more Washington information. Uh, Not too terribly peeved about this Lithuania guess, although, could have been worth a shot. And then Rome is Rome. Rome was the best one, but Rome is Rome. I would have been kind of bad to not get that one. The Peru one could have been better. And I like the Indonesia one. I'm very content with that. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. Tune back here tomorrow for the daily challenge, and have a nice rest of your day. Cheers.